Pounding the Meat podcast. It is Thursday.
A lot to talk about today.
Yeah. I saw a bunch of notifications right on my phone here, and I'm doing my thing, and I see bleep 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 on my phone. I'm like, WWE. I'm like, ooh, something leaked. A Rumble winner was announced early. Something cool, right? The Rumble is in 2 days. Royal Rumble is it's Thursday, so Saturday. The Rumble's on Saturday, and that's exciting. And I love the Royal Rumble. Royal Rumble's one of my favorites. One
of the best pay-per-views. One
I agree.
You cannot miss.
Yeah, you can't miss the Royal Rumble. King J. Sean, how are you, my friend? Shout out to King J. Sean. And
like
Ronnie, how you been, Ron?
I feel like my lights are flickering.
You're low, Joey. You're low.
Am I? I'm sorry.
There, that's better. You're better.
I feel like my lights are
a little bit closer there, Joe.
Your lights are flickering?
I don't know. It seems like it.
No, you're good.
Okay.
You've got that Canadian internet tonight.
Oh, man. Like, kind of like when we play Fight Forever.
Yeah.
Wait, who's playing Fight Forever?
Panetta plays Fight Never.
See,
when he has his internet.
Right now, you don't see it like right above me, like.
No.
Oh, okay.
Maybe it could be. I don't know. I don't see a flicker. If anyone sees a flicker, put a 1 in the chat because I don't see it. I must be, unless I'm going blind. I don't know. So the Rumble is exciting. Joey's wearing the greatest Rumble of all time T-shirt. Shout out to Rumble 92.
Right there, baby.
92. That's
right there.
92's the best. With a tear in my eye. Rumble.
It's funny. My buddy, best friend who I grew up with, known him ever since first grade. Whatever. So he sent me a picture of the WWE trucks. He's living in Florida now.
They're there. Yeah. That's okay.
And I'm like, yo, you going? He's like, yeah. I'm like, yo. And he's like, yo, man, can you believe it's been like 30 years since our favorite Rumble happened, 94? Because we would watch it all the time.
Wow.
So I'm like,
it's been a long time, bro. I mean, we're getting old, man. We're getting old.
30 years ago feels like, doesn't feel like the 90s, that's for sure.
No, I'm going to be.
Try doing a.
I'm going to be 40 next month.
All of our birthdays are coming up. We're like 3 days apart.
Shout out to all your birthdays. Happy birthday, bro.
We're all Pisces. Go figure.
We are, if you follow that.
Try doing a Rumble marathon. It gets tough when you're in the teens. Like I told Jones, I'm like, I should have started backwards. I should have went from 2003 down. Like it was bad.
I've been to one Rumble live in my wrestling fandom career. It was Royal Rumble 2004. The winner was Chris Benoit. I don't know if you've heard of him. He won the Rumble. But I'll tell you one thing. That card was amazing. That was an awesome Rumble.
It was a very good Rumble.
You got Shawn and Triple H last man standing.
Yeah. That was crazy, bro. And it's one of maybe, I think that's the only pay-per-view I've ever been to.
Was it Angle Jericho or who was it?
Man, I don't remember. I'll tell you right now, actually. Rumble 04.
Angle fought somebody for the
here it is. Ready? This is the card I saw. And it was...
No, never mind. It was Lesnar, Hardcore Holly.
That sounds familiar. All right, here we go. Ready? Here's what I got live. This is exciting stuff. I got Victoria with Steven Richards, and she defeated Molly Holly. Evolution, Batista and Ric Flair. Champions defeated the Dudley Boys. Rey Mysterio defeated Jamie Noble. Eddie Guerrero defeated Chavo. Brock Lesnar defeated Hardcore Holly. And Triple H and Shawn Michaels ended in a draw. And Chris Benoit won by eliminating the Big Show. Yeah. That was, and it was the Royal Rumble leading into WrestleMania 20. That was the one I was at.
That was what, 2004, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's a good one.
Yeah.
2005 was pretty good too, if I recall.
Yeah, with Batista and Cena.
Yeah.
I need to see a Rumble and a WrestleMania to complete my, the big four.
The big four. I don't think I'll ever be able to go to a WrestleMania. Honestly, I saw these ticket prices are insane, man. Let me tell you something. Even if I can afford, a $10,000 ticket, if I wanted to go see
would you?
WrestleMania,
even if you could afford it, Vinny?
I wouldn't do it. No,
I don't think I would either.
I can't. I mean, I can't justify it, right? If I could justify it in my mind, then I would do it. But I just can't. I don't think
I would
I
have
would
to have
enjoy
an endless
myself.
amount of
Hold
income.
on.
Just
Here
to,
he goes.
I don't think I enjoy myself for 10 grand.
I heard this story the other day. Vinny, you're going to love this. You're going to be like, wow.
What up, Justin?
So this guy sold his house a couple years ago for 2 tickets to the Super Bowl, 50-yard line. $200,000.
Why?
insane. Where's he living now?
I don't know.
That's insane to me. You know? Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I don't
honestly,
blame you, Ronnie.
Ron, you know, you're in the comfort of your home. You're home. You're relaxed. You can order
Endless
pizza,
snacks. You can
order some
piss whenever you want.
You can skip a match, right? Like, what's one of Jones's favorite superstars right now?
Nick Nemeth. Even though he's
skip,
not in.
I can skip a Nick
he's not in
Nemeth
WWE.
match. He's not there anymore. No. I can, I mean, I'm not going to be able to skip AJ Styles because he's a part of the main event, unfortunately. But if there was an AJ Styles match, I could use the bathroom. You know?
Jones's favorite team right now is Chelsea Green and Piper Niven.
Oh, my God. And you know what? I believe that. Jones, let me tell you something. While he's not here, I can talk a little shit.
It's the perfect opportunity.
Jones has some of the worst taste in pro wrestling I've ever witnessed as a person who I love dearly. I don't understand how he and I can get along so well and be so opposite in wrestling taste. Like, I like
He's on
good
that
stuff.
TNA train right now.
He
bro.
likes bad stuff, right?
I'm not gonna lie, TNA has momentum right now.
It does, but there's still
Hi,
so
Paul.
much.
Hi. That's my
So
favorite
much
gay
that
man right
TNA
there. I
can
love
do.
him.
Can we change these squares, man? I'm like in the middle. Like this is just,
What
You don't wanna
got-
be in
You don't
between
want to be in the
Vinny and
middle,
I?
Joey? You don't want to be in the middle?
I'm just
A Joey sandwich.
I could be Vince. You don't want to be in the middle?
We're pounding the meat.
You're pounding the meat here. Call Brock.
I hate you right now.
I'm gonna name one of my toys after you, Joey.
I've been fortunate enough to go to a WrestleMania and SummerSlam. Shock
Pretty
Hold,
sweet,
you are a
Chico.
lucky man. I'll tell you that. AD Terry said his ticket to WrestleMania 27 was $50.
Times have certainly changed.
Right now, where's the place to go get tickets to WrestleMania right now? Like, if I wanted to go, say right now it's sold out, but I still want to go to WrestleMania, where would you go?
SeatGeek, maybe?
SeatGeek?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going there now.
Aftermarket? Yeah.
That's the only way I can go. So I'm going to go to SeatGeek.
Marketplace.
I'm going to go.
I don't think they allow ticket sales.
I don't
on
think I can
Marketplace
trust
anymore.
that.
Kijiji?
SeatGeek, it's called?
Yes.
All right, I'm in. What do you want to see live? WrestleMania. Okay. Road to WrestleMania. There is nothing. Wow. It's
I'm
even,
gonna
wait,
check,
I'm sorry.
Aftermarket
I'm sorry. WrestleMania 40 night 1. Okay. Starting at, this is starting. Okay. So when it says from, you know, you are all the way up there. You are in the Lincoln Financial Field. I mean, you ain't seeing nothing up there.
This is just
$245.
one night. $245 for one night?
Okay, so $245 for one night, one ticket.
Wow.
And then think about the fees, tack on those fees. You're probably at a good $350, you know? And that is for section 231, next to the standing room only section, on the top level of a football stadium.
That's
No. But say, you know what? I'm feeling a little frisky. I'm feeling a little zesty, right?
how close
And
are we going?
I want to go on the floor.
Floor.
Okay. I
You're
How
chose
looking
the
close
in
to
the
the
floor.
ring,
thousands.
Vinny? How
You're
close to
looking
the
at,
ring?
like-
Because I've got some
me see.
F7 tickets right now.
Okay. Here we go. Y'all ready
Are
for
you
this?
going?
You ready for this?
10,000.
I want to be row 5. Okay. I want to be row 5. I don't know if I'm hard cam or not. You can't tell with WWE because they're both filled. So I'm going to go row 5, one ticket. $18,794.
Oh my.
How much?
18 grand.
Oh my.
So with fees, let's just say, 19.5. Bro, I just can't do it.
Ticketmaster.
Fees? So the fees
comparison.
with SeatGeek,
Sorry,
like when
Joey,
I
go
went to Raw, the fees are like $30 a ticket, basically.
SeatGeek, let me see. King J. Son said he spent $1,700 for 2 ramp seats at Jerry's World, Cowboy Stadium. It was meh for the price.
I've got
Vinny, just add it
Ticketmaster
to your
open right
cart
now.
so we could see the
2-day combo. Okay.
Yeah.
2-day combo. Row 4, seat 10. Okay. This
2
is for
nights.
both night 1 and night 2. This is converted to Canadian currency, I believe. 10,000. No, sorry, this is US. $10,000 US for 2 nights. Row 4 in section F4.
Is that your tickets?
Those my tickets?
Did you get WrestleMania tickets?
No.
Oh.
No, I'm waiting for Money in the Bank in Toronto.
Okay.
I mean,
Mike Malalala says, hey guys, WrestleMania 18 tickets we bought were from the classified section in the paper, purchased a week before the show, $250 each.
wow.
That's CDN. Man, I wish they were that much now. I mean, I'd pay $250 to go to WrestleMania. You know what? I'd pay $1,000 to go to WrestleMania. But I'd have to be.
I think I would too if
seat.
they were
I'd have to pay a
decent seats.
Yeah, I can't.
They got to
I
be
can't
floors
justify
for
that.
1,000.
I'm waiting for SummerSlam here in Cleveland, this coming year.
SummerSlam's going to be there. Okay.
They're the front runner along with Detroit.
We got Mania. I'm happy we got Mania. What is up, Babel? Shout out to Babel. You can subscribe to his OnlyFans now.
You know what I like? I'm sure you guys know, like when you guys been to like SummerSlam, Survivor Series, Rumble, when you go see like first, like first of its kind, like my first pay-per-view was some Survivor Series 92. I saw the first ever nightstick on a pole match.
Yeah.
First casket match.
Okay. All right.
And then SummerSlam 96, first Boiler Room Brawl match.
Well, Gotti has a point here, right? I mean, you're paying for the experience. You're not going to just watch the match, because you could do that at home on TV, but you're going for the whole shebang.
Yeah.
You're going to feel the vibe of the fans, to be a part of a community that's a very weird community.
Very smelly community.
Let's not kid ourselves, right? I've been to a few live events. I've been to a few AEW events. And
that was when they had fans in the attendance.
Yeah, when live fans were there. And it wasn't the cleanest, but I still love that community. And I will pay if I want to go see a show. And he's got a point. Ronnie, what'd you say here? 150 for WrestleMania 23, lower bowl. RVD walked down the ramp when all the WCW guys came.
Oh man, how times have changed.
I mean, look at like WrestleMania 3 in the Pontiac Silverdome. Imagine being up that high. How tiny does the ring look? Like you got to have like big screens.
And bro, they didn't even have that big a screen. Remember?
No,
it was like
technology
a little.
Wasn't.
It wasn't that crazy. They were there. I mean, I don't even know how they witnessed it, but they saw Andre and Hogan, and that's a legendary sight to have experienced. So yeah, I'm looking forward to Rumble. We're going to get into a little bit of our thoughts on Rumble. I love how they are actually hyping up the Rumble match itself. Like I haven't been this excited for a Rumble match.
This has been the best build, I'd say, to not just the Royal Rumble, even to any pay-per-view in a very, very long time.
There's only like 4 matches advertised, really, from what I've seen.
You have. Let me see. You got the four-way match, right?
Yes.
And then I'm sure you have a women's championship, right? I'm gonna tell you right now, the Rumble card. I don't even know what's on the card.
So
I'm just excited for the Rumble match.
Is it Kevin Owens and Logan Paul, or is that on SmackDown?
No, I think that's on Rumble.
That's on Rumble.
So
Logan Paul versus Kevin Owens. They had a brawl today in the and then the Universal Championship. You've got Roman Reigns, Randy Orton, LA Knight, and AJ Styles in that fatal 4-way.
And then 2 Rumble matches.
And then 2 Rumble matches. That's it. There's 4 matches on the card.
Rumble, the Rumbles are going to be about an hour each, right?
No, longer.
You think so? Longer?
Yeah, because usually...
See, Royal Rumble, let's see, 2023. Let's go back to last year.
Well,
it breaks down the time.
First, she's staying for like 56 minutes or whatever it was.
Let me see. It breaks down the time here.
Yeah.
All right, Royal Rumble 2023. Here we go. Cody Rhodes. That one was an hour and 11 minutes.
Okay.
Bray Wyatt and LA Knight was 5 minutes.
Rest in peace.
Bianca Belair and Alexa Bliss was 7 minutes. Rhea Ripley was an hour and 1 minute. And then Roman Reigns and Kevin Owens was 19 minutes. So I could see, I could see the 4-way. That's probably going to go about 30. I'd say 30-ish minutes.
So I think if that's the card, because we know Seth isn't wrestling.
Right.
The women's match will open up the event.
Okay. Women's match or the women's rumble, you mean?
Yeah.
Women's rumble, right? Okay.
We'll open up the event. And then you'll have KO and Logan.
Yeah.
And then you have Roman. That will go like 30, 35 minutes.
Okay.
And then you'll have the men's rumble.
To close the show.
Yes.
Better be a big payout if the Rumble is closing the show. Right?
Michael Brown's asking, do you know who's going to win the Rumble? I mean, we have our guesses, right? We have our speculations. We have the rumors. We have Jones, who pays $5 a month for Fightful and gives us that information, so we don't have to pay.
I'm blocked still by Sap.
Yeah,
Sean
Mr.
Sapp.
Sean Sapp. And so all right, let's start with Panetta. Panetta, who's your pick for Rumble winner? I don't know.
Men's or women's?
Oh, for the women's?
Well, what do you want to do? Women's first? Let's do women's first. Go ahead.
After the
if anyone cares.
That's why I want to jump right to the next Royal Rumble. I think Becky Lynch, after her promo with Rhea Ripley, I think they alluded to their WrestleMania match. And if not Becky, my runner-up is Bayley.
Okay, so you're saying Becky or Bayley for women's. Now men's Rumble. Who's your pick?
Has to be Punk.
Otis on the hips.
CM Punk.
Yeah, Otis. Yeah, Otis is. He's going to be headlining. Going to dethrone.
The cat.
He's going to dethrone Roman.
Otis will be busy, but
Punk or Cody, bro.
But you got to choose one. You got to go with your winner. Who's your winner?
CM Punk.
CM Punk. All right. Joey V. Women's match. Like we said, if anyone cares.
I do. I think it's either going to be Bayley or Becky.
Okay.
Because my prediction is whoever doesn't win, say if Becky wins and Bayley doesn't win, I think Bayley's going to face Io at WrestleMania for the women's title.
Okay.
I'm going with Bayley.
Okay, Bayley. All right.
With Becky as my runner-up. But don't sleep on Nia Jax or Bianca Belair.
You know what's crazy, bro? I was going to say Nia Jax as a joke, but I'm like, it could happen.
With the
and
Rock
now I'm seeing more
on the
people.
board?
Now I'm seeing more people sneaking Nia, and they're giving her some time on TV. I mean, this is not a far-fetched idea.
What if they swerve us and another return comes back and wins? Let's say AJ Lee is in the women's Royal Rumble. She happens to win. I don't know.
But you know what, bro? I'm going Nia Jax.
Wow.
You know what? I would have laughed at you earlier this week, but when The Rock became a part of the board of directors, that family is tight.
We got to look beyond, what's on the surface here. We got to start working, grinding the gears in our brains here. I'm going to go with, now, what if, this is a good idea. What if you think Jade Cargill will make her debut in the Rumble? Not win it, but she can come out here and flex a little bit.
So there was a rumor innuendo before Charlotte Flair got injured that it was possibly going to be Jade and Charlotte at WrestleMania.
So.
Charlotte is training and rehabilitating like a workhorse. I'm not sure if you've seen any of her videos online, but it's only been a couple weeks since her surgery.
She scares me. I can't watch her.
She is not human.
She scares me. we talked about it was crazy. I think I texted this to you, Joey. I was like, Vince will enter the Rumble or something in regards to this until news broke. It doesn't look like that will happen now.
But I mean, you know, it's funny because I sent you this picture earlier this week. You know, they put up all this Rumble gear on WWE Shop, you know. And of course, they have to put up this picture of Vince McMahon.
Look what they put up today, bro. God. Right before the news broke, they put up a Vince McMahon shirt. Oh, man. Is it still up?
Get them before they're taken down.
Bro, is that shirt still up?
I'm going to look right
Check
now.
and see if that shirt's still up. What if it's on sale? Half off. Did you pick your men's winner, Joey?
So I'm going to go with Punk. Okay.
All right. So we got 2 Punks. All right.
But there has been some little rumor, you know, it broke the other day, but then they retracted their statement.
Okay. Who,
The
Fightful?
rumor was from Sports Illustrated.
Oh, Sports Illustrated. Okay.
It said that Gunther was going to be the winner to face Seth Rollins at WrestleMania because of their in-ring promo from this past Monday night.
Okay.
And that it was going to be Cody versus Punk at WrestleMania.
Okay. I'm not against that.
Then today they retracted that statement and said that was false.
Okay.
That their sources were not reliable.
When did Sports Illustrated get in?
Didn't
they fire everybody recently? Didn't they fire a bunch of people at Sports Illustrated?
They did.
I think they did. They did massive layoffs, and now they're claiming who's going to win Rumble.
Yeah. But to me, like, I think. Oh damn! I'm on Shop right now.
Is it gone?
No, but I clicked the wrong button, and of course, you know how they got that WrestleMania 9 poster.
Yeah,
they added the WrestleMania 15 poster from Philly.
I like that one too. That was Raging Climax. Remember?
But I think it's going to be between. I think it comes down to 3 people in this Rumble.
Okay.
But to me, I think we can all agree this is a pretty stacked Rumble. Like, the buzz around it has been really big. Like,
yeah, I agree.
Drew McIntyre is a strong player in the Rumble.
He's got to be in the final 4.
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy Uso can have a little interaction, set up their match at WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
Could Solo Sikoa be in the Rumble? He can have a little reign. Damian Priest possibly can go far, one of the last few members. But I think it comes down to Gunther, Cody, and Punk.
Yeah, I agree. It's definitely going to be those 3.
Yeah, I think it's going to be Punk. I think, one of the reasons, back in 2014 when Punk left was because he wanted a main event WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
Which, in all honesty, I think he should have. Like, in 2013 when he lost to The Rock at Rumble, he was on such a roll. He should have went into WrestleMania to face Cena at the main event.
Absolutely.
So I think they're going to give, maybe one of the conditions when he came back, Triple H is like, yo, I'll give you that spot in the main event at WrestleMania.
And he alluded to that in his promo with Cody, right? Yeah. With The Rock coming in and taking his spot, like he's going to do to Cody. So it was a nice nod to that, but I definitely think it had a lot to do with Punk returning to WWE. I think one of those stipulations was, you're going to get your WrestleMania match. Yeah. And when it comes to TV rights and everything else, Punk is a draw.
I mean,
look at AEW right now, man.
I'm just going to allude to that because if you look ever since Punk, people say Punk, a lot of people will just say Punk doesn't draw. What's so special about him? He does draw. He brings in fans. He brings in faces.
Absolutely.
Sells merch too.
What I'm thinking about, like,
for both companies.
Yes.
Sells merch.
Like when you look at like the Punk and Cody promo from Raw, which was great. Punk still has it on the mic. I don't care what anybody says. Still one of the top talkers in the business.
You can hate the guy. You can call him a cancer, but you can't deny he's one of the best talkers in WWE history.
Do you think when Punk came out for that Monday Night Raw, the night after Survivor Series, do you think he looked at the crowd and was like, damn, this is what a real crowd feels like again?
Bro.
Like it was on the decline, even when he was in AEW.
I agree. It was.
But at the same time,
to this level, this is bad.
No.
Okay.
Less than 1,800 people, Vinny, on Dynamite.
Oh.
1,800. Minor league hockey sells out more than what Dynamite is pulling these
And
days.
you know what? That's sad, man, because listen,
Even the Marleys,
I
they're
was a
terrible
fan
and
of
they get a lot of
AEW.
people.
I
Even the
wanted
Marleys
AEW to
show.
succeed. I like AEW, right?
I do
wanted
too.
I enjoyed their product until the cocaine got out of control for Tony. He went from a bump or two, before an event, to literally Scarface level bumps. And dude, he's making decisions that are nonsensical. He's talking about things that happened, with the whole thing, the whole brawl. Yeah, I almost lost my life. Like, bro, what are you doing?
And it's coming out that you hear Samoa Joe, and then you hear I forget what's his name is, who was backstage. I think it was like a rapper or whatever. He was there. And he said he was backstage, and he's like, "Yo,
like come on, man." Let's see who's that special entry this year. I wonder, Maxwell Jacob Friedman. I mean,
Still think he re-signed.
I wish.
King
Do
Sean
you?
to
You think he
AEW.
did? I mean, if he didn't, they're in trouble.
could be
do you-
Okada."
Bro, we talked
be.
about this. Do you think Edge is regretting his decision? I don't know if he's regretting it. He's
Getting paid, Ronnie.
he's
At
probably
the end of the
having-
day, he's getting paid a lot of money.
Yeah, like he's getting paid a lot of money, and he doesn't have to work that much, right? Yeah. But
And he's
as
with
far
Christian,
as
right?
The
He's with his best
excitement,
friend.
the excitement of the role for him, I think has kind of dropped a little bit.
Do you
It's
see how
not what he
excited-
expected it to be.
He
How
can't
excited
run to both sides of the stage.
But look at how excited he was to face Suzuki on Dynamite. Like when he was talking about like how it all came together, he's like, "Oh, I can get Suzuki." Like,
And you know what? It's different than what he's been used to for the last 30 years.
Yeah, he's
Right?
used to WWE level
It's
stuff,
a
man.
breath of fresh air for him, I'm sure. But I can't help but wonder if he looks out in the audience and says, "This ain't it, man."
he's getting paid, but it's like, imagine like you're a big timer in the 80s or 90s. And
You
go
doing them
to an
little house
indie
shows, those house show joints?
Yeah, and you go to like an indie show and you're like, whoo. But they're paying you like $5,000 to $10,000 just to show up.
Edge inside is thinking, man, they are not even close to WWE level.
But WWE
You know
wasn't
he
going
is.
to use him, and I think Edge wanted to keep wrestling in WWE's. Like,
No, yeah,
"Nah,
they were willing to let him go. They said,
Yeah.
"The time's up here. We got a big future ahead of us."
And there was that
Okay.
mutual respect. Hunter said,
Yeah.
they went their separate ways, and there's no hard
Yeah.
feelings. And that's great. And bringing in a name like Edge, my Canadian bias is going to come through with this, but bringing in a guy like Edge, you can utilize him. They're not utilizing him. The best thing that they've done is the couple matches he's had with Christian, and now he's doing open challenges.
Ugh.
And I'm sorry, you know what? Like, unless you are one of those wrestling fans, and I'm sure a lot of people are going to get upset with what I say, unless you're one of those guys that's watching every single promotion, you're glued to your TV, you're watching New Japan, you're watching Noah, you're watching all of that. The
Mike
casual
Jones.
fan does not know who Suzuki is. A lot of people, even though he's been around for a very long time, they don't know who he is. And they're probably thinking, what is the point of this? What is the story? It's not just an open challenge to make his way back to Christian.
Yeah.
Why is he fighting this guy?
Did you see? It may have been on AEW last night. I don't know. I may have seen double. Did I see a promo for Yuji Nagata?
That's who he's fighting on Collision, I believe, this Saturday.
Yuji Nagata. I was watching Yuji Nagata back in WCW 96, 97.
I played him in WCW NWO.
Yo, revenge, yes.
Bro,
When I saw it, I'm like, hold on.
Bro.
Nagata?
excuse me, and Ronnie, he corrected me. It's Adam. Okay.
Adam Copeland.
Let's remember that it's the rated R superstar Adam.
But you got to
Because that sounds way edgier.
Adam
Excuse the pun.
Copeland, Adam Copeland is 46 years old, right?
It's
Like
Adam
46.
Copeland, the rated R superstar.
But like after last night, against Suzuki, when he was talking, the crowd doesn't even pop at all.
That's
After
so
he says
fucked
Christian
up.
Cage, I'm coming for you.
That's
But
so fucked up.
But you
No
hear him
one.
talk, he's like, Christian Cage, still not
Bro,
done.
he old man. And you know what? Paul Levesque saw it.
Yeah.
Paul was like, listen, bro, we love you. But, let's just mutually part ways and have respect for each other. And
And they
Paul
did a
in his
really
head,
nice
he's like,
exit
yeah,
for
he's-
him.
Yeah,
They had the replica IC belt.
SmackDown,
They had a
right? Was that
T-shirt on
SmackDown?
SmackDown.
Yes.
Fought Sheamus in a great
Yeah.
match.
So it's a lot of people like. I want to talk about that the signature replica belt. A lot of people are like, why would they give him a IC belt? Why not like a spinner? If you don't know, that was the first belt Edge ever won in WWE.
That's right.
He won it from Jeff Jarrett at a house show, and then lost it to him the next night on a pay-per-view.
Interesting. Okay. I forgot about that. I didn't even know that. Randall says, I really don't care to see Edge or Christian wrestle in any capacity.
The last match at the pay-per-view was nice.
It was probably one of the best matches in a long time, but I get the sentiment, Randall. A lot of people.
I'd rather see them on the mic. I'd rather see Christian on the mic, and that's it. Honestly, he makes me laugh, bro. That boy's funny.
But he's made the TNT title relevant again. It hasn't been relevant,
funny,
you could say, since Cody or Brody Lee held it.
Yes. Like, my favorite TNT champion was probably Miro, possibly. I loved Miro as the TNT champion, but to
completely
me,
underutilized.
The TNT title is way more important now, more prestigious than the world title.
Absolutely. It was main eventing pay-per-views.
Right now that Joe has guys, Samoa Joe, okay, is a world-renowned superstar, right? Ask Jones. Jones will go to bat for Samoa Joe and say he is probably the best AEW champion there ever was and there ever is and will be. Samoa Joe. I will always do this, and I will always say this. I say this all the time. If you go into a public mall, right, or any type of location where there's a bunch of random people, not wrestling fans, not fans of one kind, but just random people, and you ask them, do you know who Samoa Joe is? 90% of them will say, who are you? You know, why are you talking to me? And no, I have no clue who Samoa Joe is, okay? But if you go to people in a mall, right, and you ask them, do you know who Roman Reigns is? Most likely, they'll be like, oh, yeah, that's the Rock's family member. He's on the wrestling, right? WWE makes stars, and just because they're a bigger business. AEW, that's the problem. They're not creating stars, number one. They're taking old, used baggage from other wrestling organizations and giving them their mark pops and not growing the business at all. That's it. Like, they're becoming indies.
It's kind of like what WCW did in the 90s, but I mean, if you take Hogan and Savage, you know, and Hall and Nash, just guess what? I'll take them. Those four,
they had the stars.
Yeah,
they had
four
the
over anybody on AEW's
well, that's like
right
AEW
now.
Getting, you know, Roman, Seth.
They've got Ric Flair. What are you talking about?
That's true. They did get Ric Flair. Shout out to AEW. I'm sorry. I take everything back. You guys got Ric Flair.
And they had Cody. And they had CM Punk at the same time.
And I'm not a hater, bro. I'm not an AEW hater. I'm just
I've been batting for them since day one. It's like, you know, you
I'm
think
really disappointed.
You fall in love. You think this, I've met the one. I've met the one. We're going to.
Yeah, I'm like, these are the guys that can do it.
Bro.
My heart's broken, man. It
hurts.
See. But it's Randy said it's like Matt said earlier. Us fans that are outside the more casual shows, we think Joe is great. Most don't know him. That's true.
And he is, but a lot of guys only remember him for maybe his run in TNA, which was incredible.
Or at WrestleMania outside in the rain with the poncho.
Okay.
That's it. Poncho Joe.
I was wondering where you're going with that. I was like, was he at WrestleMania? Oh, that's right. He was a commentator.
Yeah. But like, you know, AEW, but like with AEW, you know, like when the first All In happened, I was excited. I was like, oh yeah,
hell yeah,
sweet, you know, another pay-per-view. And then when the first Dynamite hit, man, it was amazing.
It was exciting.
Like, I mean, I'm still watching AEW because I'm a fan.
I still watch.
You're a fan. Like, even though like WCW was bad in 2000s,
mm-hmm.
I still watched it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was still a fan, and WCW still had pretty good ratings in 2000. I'm still watching
AEW is getting to that level too soon.
They are.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Like
WCW was around for a long time before it got to that point.
I told you guys, I'll be shocked if AEW is around past 2030. The way they're going.
You're giving them 6 years, Joey? 6 years?
I don't want to see it, but like, I'm still gonna watch. Hopefully, they turn it around. If they lose MJF,
that's why I think he resigned. I really do. I think he resigned because
shot.
they need him more than he needs.
That's a kill shot.
You know who they have right now? Swerve. That's it.
That's it. No. They have the world champion Samoa Joe.
They have Swerve. And then, Panetta's favorite wrestler, Hangman Page,
Oh, yeah.
Don't forget, guys. Don't forget that stud Hook.
Well,
hell of a match. Hell of a championship match for Samoa Joe's title run to start things out with a bang.
I'm telling you right now, if Orange Cassidy is the champion at the end of 2004, I am done.
If he wins the world title, I will give my replica to David Babel.
If Orange Cassidy is the champion, AEW shop is going to start selling replicas in a book bag. That's how they're going to be shipped. They won't come in a case or a bag. They're going to come in a book bag.
I'm going to say something. All right. And I may regret this. I don't know, but we'll find out. Right. AEW. Listen, I've been a fan. Been a fan of yours for a very long time. Since day one, I've been a fan of yours. And I feel a little disrespected. Being a very small podcast, a very small social media following, I feel like that I wouldn't even matter. Right? If I were to post something like maybe a leaked photo.
Wait, are you talking about? Can we talk about this?
I'm pushing myself, but I'm going to see where I stop.
Because I signed an NDA.
Okay. Well, then don't say anything.
Okay.
So we received this photo.
I know nothing.
On the Instagram of Pounding the Meat Instagram of from some random account. Okay. And it was a picture of a Samoa Joe side plate for apparently an AEW title. A new AEW championship was coming out that had side plates, little circle side plates. Actually, that championship, the new AEW championship, was leaked prior by the belt maker himself on his own Facebook page. He took a photo of the belt he created, which was the new AEW belt with some side plates. And laid it
on some familiar concrete.
Laid it on it looked like maybe a rug outdoors or some concrete. Took a picture, must have been drunk, and then realized, oh shit, I shouldn't have posted this yet. Let me delete it. And he deleted it. But it got out, right? If you post something on a public platform, expect people to take it. Mm-hmm. So we saw this belt. We're like, cool. We're talking about it. Whatever. Pretty neat. I hated it. I didn't like it. No offense to the maker. I just didn't like the design of the black paint behind the AEW logo. I feel it didn't look right to me. But anyway, my opinion doesn't matter because I'm not paying. So we get this picture a couple days later through our Instagram account, and I look at it. I'm like, oh, I don't know if it's real or not. I'm going to post it. Someone sent it to me. I don't know. And it was Samoa Joe, like his logo. So it said Samoa at the top, and it had J and then this and E. So this replaced the O.
Samoa,
so in essence,
J-Y-E.
it looked like Samoa Jew, with a J-U-E.
Yeah.
It looked like that.
Yeah.
So I post it, and people are making fun of it on our Facebook platform. They're laughing at it because they're saying Samoa Jew. And
we posted it across
I posted
all
it on the Instagram or Facebook as well.
Right.
Yeah.
And Samoa Jew. I thought it was funny. Well, then later on, I get a comment on the Instagram page from the belt maker. I'm sure you all know who it is. And it says, wrong.
In all caps.
In all caps, wrong. And I'm like, I don't even know how to respond to that. Wrong. So I ignored it. What the fuck's he doing? Who cares? And then I start getting messages asking who leaked that photo. Who leaked the photo? I'm not going to name names. Who leaked this photo? Who leaked this photo? I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Who leaked this photo? I got sent this photo. I posted it. So apparently, if everyone's all up in arms about this, it must be real. It must have some legitimacy.
Otherwise, Vinny, why would we have gotten a message from AEW?
Correct. So later on, I get a DM from AEW. And I had the little verified, and it was AEW. And it said, please remove this with the Samoa Joe side plate. And I was like, So this is legit. So I said, no problem, and I took it down. Not a big deal to me. Not a big deal.
It's a nice thing to do. We comply.
Yeah, I mean, you know why? They asked nicely. They didn't go in my comments and go, wrong, or who leaked this? If we really think logic here, if something I created leaked on the internet, who's the source of that creation? Me. So apparently the creator of this leaked it. Now, whoever they leaked it to and how it got to me, that's none of my concern. I don't give a fuck. But you leaked it. So all the message that I got, the AEW legal, they think it's Vinny, I knew it was all bullshit because AEW messaged me directly and just said, please remove this. It wasn't a big deal. But all these belt nerds, right, that's like their number one drama of the week or the month. Grown-ass men worried about a leaked side plate that was ugly to begin with.
I'm actually glad we leaked it because we did them a favor.
They went back.
They rechanged the side plate.
I got to be honest. One.
I don't like the side plate idea in AEW. That's a WWE thing. But the side plate that they made second looked much better than the first one. So you're welcome.
It said Samoa Joe.
A side plate and then your name plate on the main.
It's redundant, but who are we, Joey?
You know, I'm just a little podcast called Pounding the Meat, right? And
I know nothing.
That was a little story that happened. So whatever. Now, if anyone decides to send us any leaked photos, guess what? I'm posting it. I don't care. I'm posting it. And I will never say who my source is, even if it's a fake account. I'll never do it.
Stuff. You just get random stuff sent to.
Never do it.
Well said, Vinny.
I mean, we really do, John. We have a lot of pull in this industry.
So much so, we took Samoa Joe off television the show after the pay-per-view.
They held back that title.
And he came back with new side plates. Better looking ones.
Look at the pull we got.
They got better looking side plates because of this.
Now when Tony Khan hears Pounding the Meat, he's like, those motherfuckers.
A monitor fell over on him when he saw
They almost killed me by leaking that photo.
He dropped his iPhone on his face when he saw it.
My life was in danger when I saw that post.
Wrong. I couldn't believe him, though.
I can only speculate that my inbox.
But I'll tell you right now, like when that happened, I'm sorry, but I gave zero fucks.
I mean,
zero fucks.
I'm sure you can figure out who told AEW, but it's just.
Oh yeah. The maker himself was probably nervous.
Could be.
Like if this leaks, man, I could lose some business here. I got to find out who leaked
But
this.
how can you be mad at a leak when you leak it yourself?
That's what I'm saying. If there's an item in my house and it's one of a kind and it's on the internet, how'd it get there? Mm-hmm. Did someone break into my house?
James Taylor.
Take a photo of it? I mean, James Taylor would do it.
Definitely would.
And then post it on the internet? Is that what happened? Did I break into his house? Did this phony account? Who knows? What if this phony account was actually him? It would make no sense. But it's a possibility.
But
like you said,
was the account that sent you? Did it say, "Brother, I make for you"?
No.
No, the English was actually
it was on point. It was on point. It was good English.
Like you said, though, Vinny, the original leak it comes from the source.
I mean, where does your piss come from? Your penis, right?
One of them.
So if I were to say, hey, he leaked my piss, that makes sense?
I mean, we kind of did them a favor, you know?
No, I agree. Shout out. You know what? Thank me for saving you.
I mean, Samoa Joe wins the title that Saturday and takes like a week off, a rest off TV. You should be thanked.
Bro, that side plate on the Facebook page, it got trashed.
Oh, they were ripping it apart.
It got ripped.
I actually felt a little sorry.
I was loving it. I was enjoying it because the comments were funny. I'm always there for the comments.
Do you think did Samoa Joe ever have WWE side plates?
I looked because I was going to compare it to the new Samoa Joe one.
I want to know.
I was gonna go side by side with it, just to see. But
I think we're putting butts in AEW seats.
Yeah,
so
you're welcome. You're welcome, AEW. I saved you eternal troll comments. So Vince McMahon, let's get.
I was gonna say, speaking of saving,
let's get through Vince McMahon, Vinnie Mac. Matt, give me a breakdown of what's happening here with.
Today, the court documents of the investigation in 2022 were revealed to the public today, and I think it was like a 50-60 page document. If you get a chance, it's public domain now. You can go, you can read through it. There are numerous.
The whole thing's up.
The whole court. It's all there. All 50-60 pages are there for you to download and read at your own perusal. Text messages, testimonies. Now again, this is all alleged. This has not been proven. There's been no trial.
These are screenshots, right?
There are screenshots of conversations with Vince's name at the top.
Okay, which anyone could create.
Which anyone absolutely could create.
Let's be honest here. Anyone could create a username and say, I could put Vince on the top of my phone, right? Okay.
When you see someone's name trending on X, on Twitter, I don't know about you guys, but the first thing I think is, oh my God, they died, right? That's because that happens often, especially someone who's elderly, someone like Vince McMahon who's getting up there. I think, oh my God, he passed. But lo and behold, you see all the allegations that are released, and people are running wild with this. So much so that Vince's spokesperson a couple hours ago came out and read the following. The lawsuit is replete with lies, obscene made-up instances that never occurred, and the vindictive distortion of the truth. He will vigorously defend himself. Now,
that was it.
That was it. That was the statement that was released.
Shout out. That's a good statement. Shout out to the statement.
Was that from? Do you think that could have been from Mr. McDivitt or Jerry Divitt? Could be.
Was it a DM from WWE?
It was from an anonymous account.
Okay. All right. Well, we will not.
But that was the statement that was said a couple hours ago. But I encourage everybody here, because we're not going to dissect this court document on the show tonight. You go on, you read it for yourself.
Right.
A person's innocent until proven guilty, right? In the court of law.
True.
But when you go through this and you read the testimonies, you read the allegations, we're all going to have our own interpretation, our own opinions, our own biases, our own beliefs. Mm-hmm. When there's this much against a person, detailed, and I'm not even going to say it on air because I don't want us to get in any trouble or anything like that. Vile, disgusting type things that are revealed in this court document. You can't help but think. For one, you guys said at the beginning of the show, is anybody really surprised with Vince McMahon?
Yeah, I mean,
this is a guy that has sexualized his daughter on television for years.
That is true.
Okay? You guys remember when Kurt Angle and Stephanie made out on screen? Vince was right there behind the camera watching the whole thing. And Kurt has even said, it looked like he was encouraging it. He wanted more. He was enjoying watching Kurt kiss his daughter that way.
Ugh.
So I don't think anybody is really surprised. and then naming people like John Laurinaitis involved in
People power.
threesome. It gives a whole new meaning to people power.
So
you want to get to the top, you got to do this.
Now, I don't want to go too deep into the details. I'm just going to ask some general questions, okay?
Go for it.
So it seemed to me that Vince was into multiple males with him. Is that correct?
That is correct.
According to these messages.
John Laurinaitis being the right-hand man, if you will.
And remember this, there was stuff that came out about Laurinaitis last year.
Correct. Which why I wasn't really surprised about John Laurinaitis either. Now, Brock was brought up.
Brock Lesnar was named.
This surprised me. I'm not going to lie. This surprised me.
Before it was kind of tiptoed around and they had mentioned, this is a WWE star, a UFC star. So put two and two together. Who do you think it's going to be?
It's Brock or Punk.
Or Punk.
could be Punk, but I doubt it.
I think Punk. 2022, Punk wasn't with WWE at the time, right? Yeah. But we know
that's true.
When Brock came back, how this might have came to be if we look at these allegations, if there is any truth to them. Because it was told that Brock would receive photos or videos from this person, from this female. Okay. And the nature of those videos were quite explicit. They were quite... I'm not going to judge what people do behind closed doors. However...
Jericho's looking like a saint right now.
Jericho's looking like a free man.
He's having meetings.
He liked to comment earlier saying that I hope the outrage is worse than the outrage I've gotten for the story about me and this NDA and oh my goodness. But it makes you wonder.
He's hitting up the girl. Did you sign one? Come talk to me.
I'm the pro at NDAs here.
Oh, he knows. No, but there's a lot to this story, right? There's a lot to this story.
There's a lot of levels here, a lot of layers.
There are, and one of those levels being all of the gifts and the incentives to stay quiet.
So set this up for me, Matt. Who was provided these gifts, and who were these gifts from? What was the reason for these gifts?
From 2019 until early 2022. Mr. McMahon provided Miss Grant, the woman involved.
So this is the woman claiming abuse, right? And all that? Yep. I shouldn't say that word. I can't say that word on YouTube. Claiming a word. Okay.
Many gifts to kind of keep her under Vince's control.
Huh. Okay.
Upon information and belief, the gifts provided to Miss Grant include ones purchased by Vince McMahon and expensed them to the WWE. Now, I'm not going to go through the entire list. You can also find this for yourself. It's quite long.
There's some I want to mention that I'm just fine. Hilarious.
If I miss any, Joey, and you want to jump in at any point, please do.
The list is that long. If you want to pass the baton at some point and continue this list.
I forgot my water, too. I'm going to need something to drink.
Good God.
So it starts off with alternative clinical medical care, if she needed it, and medical cosmetic services and products.
Wait a second. Let me just confirm. Does that mean like surgery?
It could be. Yeah, absolutely.
So any type of alternative, it says alternative medical care.
That's correct.
So we're talking augmentations, whatever. Okay.
Whatever. Yeah.
Interesting.
Clubhouse access tickets to the Belmont Stakes. WrestleMania private full day transportation and premium tickets. We were looking at WrestleMania tickets earlier.
That's 20 grand right there.
Right. A single ticket can be that high. $2,000 Nordstrom gift card.
This one coming up, you're gonna laugh.
A $20,000 gift towards surgery, paid directly to the surgeon's office.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Pearl and diamond necklaces.
All right.
Blue cashmere cardigans.
All right.
Burberry cashmere scarves. I wonder if similar to MJF's, but
interesting.
Cashmere and fur hats, also from Nordstrom.
Fur hats. You could tell that's a Vince gift, right?
Yeah.
Get her a fur hat.
Well, Tony Khan was wearing one the other day.
That's his hair, right?
Oh. So the list goes on with very expensive clothing items.
All right.
And then some of the examples of the items received in 2021 include a 2022 BMW 430X.
Wow. Wait, was that so what year was that one?
That was in 2021. It was a 2022 car model.
So at this point, the relationship has gotten stronger because now the gifts are getting larger. We're going
right.
from a
and
cashmere
around
to
this
a
time,
car.
Yeah. Maybe Joe, I'm not sure if you have knowledge of how much this car might cost, but any idea how much a BMW or anyone in the chat, how much is a...
I mean, you're probably looking at
what's that
about
model?
60 to 70.
A 430 XL?
Yeah, look that up, Joey.
Or XI?
Holy shit.
You're looking at, I mean, when it came out, I mean,
what's it go for now?
you're looking at like 45,000 for right now.
Right. So maybe new, that thing was $60,000.
Yeah, that makes...
Let's just say 40 to 60 grand.
Sure.
He just dropped.
Okay. I'll tell you this. It was starting at 46,000, 47,000.
That's for the base model. If it's fully loaded, add 20 grand.
Well, it goes up to 65,000.
So we're in between 40 and 60.
Yeah.
For this
the high trims are usually
depends on the
about
trim level.
20,000.
Yeah. All right.
Some of the other gifts go on.
Yeah. So now she got a car. It's 2021. She has a car.
5,000 gift certificate to a high-end spa.
Wait, he gives her a $2,000 gift certificate to Nordstrom, but then $5,000 for a spa?
To a spa.
You can spend $5,000 at a spa?
I don't know what kind
I
of
guess
spa.
multiple visits, maybe.
Multiple visits, and depends what what you're getting at the spa, mani-pedi, massage,
Sure.
all these different kinds of things.
Massage,
Right? They add up.
the hot stone massage.
2 private chef catered dinners in McMahon's condo. Chef's kiss.
Wow.
Gold and diamond paperclip necklace. Wait a minute. When I think of paperclip necklaces, I think
That's
of
what I'm
Hogan.
thinking. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought the same thing.
$15,000 in Bloomingdale's gift cards.
Gift cards.
Cards, plural. And my list gets cut off there.
I want to add one item that I find laughable.
Okay.
A massive box of Godiva chocolate.
That's an old man gift right there. I'll tell you that right now.
Nothing says I love you.
Send her a big ass box of
what about this?
Godiva.
Large bouquets of flowers delivered approximately every other week.
Now keep in mind, at the end of this affair, if you will, Linda McMahon found out, according to these court documents.
Now it's making sense.
And she was going to take that condo if they divorced. That was one of the things Vince really wanted to hold on to, was this condo.
I wonder why.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Interesting.
So there are so many different layers to this, and it just came out today. It's the talk of the IWC, and it would be interesting to see what does TKO do. They've made their statement as well, and they said that they're going to handle this internally.
Yeah. Vince will be gone by tomorrow. He will be.
Yeah.
He'll be gone.
What did I tell you guys when Ari bought WWE? What did I say what he would do to Vince? It's the same thing he did with UFC. He bought everybody out. Remember when, him and Vince were sitting there? He's like, oh, yeah. And then those allegations came out earlier last year, around the time. And he set them aside. You're no longer in charge of WWE.
Yeah.
You could stay on the board of directors, and do all this stuff. Now, with all this, he's probably going to be gone.
And it's in their contract.
Yes.
It's in the contract.
Maybe there's a reason why he sold all those stocks.
I was just going to say that, Joey. Here's the thing. When you have a huge article drop like this,
yes,
the people involved in these articles know it's happening. Okay. Wall Street Journal reaches out for comment if they want to fight any of the allegations. So I'm wondering if when Vince sold those stocks, that's when he kind of got wind that this is dropping soon. Yeah. That's my assumption. That's what I think. It's a theory.
The other thing that is quite alarming about all of this is that a lot of people in WWE allegedly knew what was going on behind closed doors.
That's wild.
And if that is true, and they can prove that in a court of law, Lance Storm was on a podcast. I think he was on the Observer earlier today, and he made mention of this. And if I can paraphrase him for a second, he said something along the lines that there should be a legitimate cleaning house of anyone who covered anything up, who knew about this, because we're trying to make light of this for the show. We're not going to be diving into this thing. Sexual assault and these kinds of allegations is very serious.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's horrendous. And it's horrible that Vince McMahon and those closest to him not only did these things, but those people who covered up for him. They need to be gone, in my opinion. They need to be, if they're still working for WWE in any capacity, and they knew and they did what they could to cover this up for Vince, then they should also be taken out, and will likely be criminal charges against them if any of this is remotely true.
TKO is going to clean house. Especially, there was one section in this lawsuit where Vince was allegedly taking these photos that were personally sent to him and sharing them with what he called the tech crew at WWE. That is, normally the tech crew is like the TV crew. You know, they have that little, not a bus, what's it called? A mobile facility. Yeah, like a little mini TV studio where they sit out there and they control the editing, the live editing and stuff like that. And apparently Vince took these images and shared them amongst 12 people of the TV crew and said they were all going to get a turn, right?
Oh, Lord.
So I'm thinking Kevin Dunn just left. Interesting. And they wanted him to stay, right?
Yeah.
Kevin, why don't you stay through WrestleMania? No, I'd rather go now. Guess who got wind of what's coming out?
100%.
Kevin Dunn, who's part of the tech crew.
Yeah.
Kevin Dunn, Vince McMahon's inner circle, right? That's what I figure as called the tech crew. His inner circle, the people who have been with him for years. I would be surprised if I don't hear, and I'm sorry to say this, but who's been with Vince for a very long time? I'm not saying Triple H, by the way. He does a podcast now.
Russo.
Not Russo. Has red paint for a character. It's a possibility.
Bruce. Yeah.
It's a possibility. I'm not saying it's true.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's true. But listen. And I agree with Randall here. I think Triple H knew because
remember they brought Stephanie in. They brought Stephanie in as part of that committee, right? That special committee to try and clean things up and make sure that everyone was happy backstage. And then she left.
There it is, Shakon, correct.
Yeah, and then she left too. I'd go on a wild limb and say, yeah, the whole McMahon family was
hold my.
Because you like Bruce, and I like Bruce. I think Bruce is a good guy. You know, listen, when your best friend / boss is doing shit, sometimes you just laugh along and kind of to keep your job, right?
I'm gonna hold out hope that Triple H didn't know anything. But even if he did, and it comes out, what happens to WWE? You know, like they just got The Rock. Remember Nick Khan and The Rock were going to buy WWE, but if Triple
TKO,
H,
there's a bunch of smart people. They'll handle
Triple
it.
H is, gone or whatever. You know who I think they would put in charge?
Paul Heyman, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It would be the most smartest move because remember when Vince had the allegations in '92 of the steroid trial, there was rumors. Some people have said that if Vince went to jail, Gorilla Monsoon was going to be the one to take over WWE in the interim. Him or Jerry Jarrett, Jeff Jarrett's dad. But I mean,
But Heyman would be a good transitional guy until they found someone super solid that they approved of, that they all approved of, and then Heyman would bring him on. But listen,
imagine Bischoff coming in like, hey.
I'll tell you right now, this is gonna get dark, right? This is gonna get darker before it gets brighter. All I can say is, once again, like Matt said, you are innocent until proven guilty. We cannot say beyond a shadow of a doubt that this actually happened. These are screenshots, but I'm not saying that this woman's a liar, and I'm not saying that Vince is a liar, even though I tend to side with her based on the history of Vince as a human being. That being said, we'll just have to find out what happens.
Yes.
Stay tuned.
This is settled in court.
I'm not going to say, we're not going to get into all that, innocent until proven guilty. Question people's going to want to know, why now? Or why not back then? Or if you did do this stuff, then why? It's going to get so crazy. It's tough to.
I'll tell you right now, bro. It will make a good Dark Side of the Ring episode.
Well, that Vince McMahon documentary is
it's gonna be fun, man.
Coming out pretty soon.
It's gonna be fun.
I guess that Vince McMahon meme of him crying is gonna have.
It will continue its lifelong cycle.
Yeah, it's not gonna end.
Remember he's in the ring and Triple H is like, Pop.
Well, hey, boys, listen. Let me tell you something.
Shane McMahon didn't know, man. Shane McMahon come back to WWE like
Shane. Oh, man, I feel bad for Shane if he wasn't involved in all this stuff.
You know what's gonna happen? You know how those people up in Canada, still get the network. If you watch the 2004 Rumble, you know how it would have like little dots, but when you get to the Rumble, it doesn't have a dot because of a certain person. Whenever you have Vince segments on like WWE TV, it won't have a dot.
They're going to remove him. I better go buy that shirt now if you want it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ron. I appreciate it. We had fun tonight.
Thank you very much.
Shooting the shit, just chilling, talking. It's good to talk some old wrestling through our busy lives because we have real shit going on, kind of like Vince does right now.
Well, not like that, but
not rich shit. Yeah, we're not like that. But.
We're not like that for the record.
Thank you, Chacon just brought up a good point because don't they have that docu-series about Vince on Netflix or something?
Yeah. But now they can add to it. There's more. Part 2.
It's on Netflix.
I'm telling you, bro. Panetta, Joey V, thank you for chilling with me tonight. I appreciate it. Like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on all social media platforms at Pounding the Meat. We appreciate y'all watching. Talk to you soon. Peace out.